Hi, I'm Panic and I'm a multi-genre DJ in Melbourne, and you're watching my clubmoonmedia interview. Well, the type of music I play varies. I have a lot of different genres I love, from tech house to trance to hard bounce to hard techno. So a bit of everything. That's why I like to fit into any slot where I can. My influence is entirely my dad, and when we were on holiday, he brought his little travelling decks and just sat me down and said, learn how to mix with the DJ equipment. And then I just curated some playlists and then got the first club gig, so that's really how it started. Well, outside of music, I'm pretty busy with uni and work, but I like to play games, hang out with friends, all the usual stuff. My mate Jaden got my first gig actually. It was down in Frankston, and it was just a little commercial gig, just play for 5 hours, and it was good to get into. Definitely didn't have the right music for that gig. People wanted Fred again. I did not have that at all, but I just slowly worked my way up, got involved, got to know people in the scene. There's a few local Melbourne guys that are pretty well known within the scene now, but I've been using them as inspiration for a while. People like Only With You, or Walters, or Ollie Lishman, that kind of thing. Just really vibey, high energy acts. Well, I do love the slower genres as well. Hard techno is where the majority of my successes come from, but tech house is where I started. So I would love to maybe do something like that, because one of the people who got me into that was John Summit, which is a pretty big name within the global scene now, but I really love his music and I love tech house as a genre, so maybe something like that. Hungry Jack's. The burgers are literally just better at Hungry Jack's. Before I got into DJing, I had no social media presence at all. My personal account has got less than 200 followers and literally did not care at all about Instagram, but everyone knows to make it in this industry, you gotta get in the socials, you gotta post, you gotta show what you're doing. Panic originated, I don't know, that's so cringe, I don't want to say. Panic originated from another word, and people could not pronounce it properly. When I was playing a game with my mates, some strangers just called me Panic by accident, and I was like, that's it, I'm just changing my name to that. I thought it was short, it's sharp, people remember it. Busy year for me. I'm looking to get more into the event space more than I already am. I would like to run events. We've got a charity event coming up. We've run 2 other events so far. I want to do more of that with bigger venues, bigger artists. I want to try and make music. I want to start doing that. Lots of people, literally everyone I meet around me tells me I got to get into it. That's what I would like to get into, as well as just playing regular gigs. My mates do use FL Studios, however, everyone I've met who uses Ableton says it's way better, and even if they have used FL, they say Ableton's just better for electronic music. I was actually talking about this yesterday with one of my mates at Nerve, and he was like, he used to make rap and stuff like that, and he said FL might be better for that kind of thing, but for definitely electronic music, Ableton is the go. But I'm not an expert, so. Biggest challenges are, getting known within the scene. My value that I provide to a club may be easily replicated within just DJing only, but that's when you gotta kind of expand, and my value comes through connections and knowing people and providing value to clubs. That's where I kind of set myself apart, but it's definitely a tough thing to do when you're first getting known, because you just don't know people who can help you. My favourite venue to play at is definitely Nerve, because I'm a resident and I'm pretty involved with it there, so I'm pretty biased with that, but I love the club. Brown Alley's so cool. Definitely upstairs as well, the low ceiling, all the LED strips, the strobes, everything. It's got the whole thing, so definitely. My biggest accomplishment is probably closing out the first Teletic after party at Nerve. It was 4 o'clock upstairs, the vibes were insane, and the club was packed to 3,000 people. It was what you dream about, really. 5 years from now, that's a tough question, because I'm kind of doing different things. At Deakin, I'm studying science and teaching, and my hobby on the side is DJing and stuff, so it really just depends on where I want to go later, because right now my heart is I would love to be a science teacher and stuff like that, but music is always a big dream of mine, so we're just gonna have to wait and see, because it's one of my favorite hobbies, so I'll definitely keep pursuing it into the future. Well, I can only comment on the electronic music, I'd say, because I don't really have a big influence or knowledge in rap. I would definitely say genres change a lot. You might get caught behind if you don't change with it. But that's not to say to hop to every single thing, because then it becomes ungenuine when you keep changing genre. I kind of have my 4 little kind of categories where I love to play, so I think it works well with me. If you're DJ, you know about Rekordbox, hours of scrolling through SoundCloud and Spotify and import everything. Got to have a USB full of, gotta have 2 hours worth of tracks for an hour set, because sometimes you catch yourself lacking a little bit. You get into the end of your set and you're like, these are stinkers, man. I don't want to play these songs. But then you go and you learn, and yeah. Best piece of advice I'd say is that regarding Instagram, don't be afraid to put out content, especially if you're worried it's not going to go to anyone, because if it's not going to anyone, you shouldn't be worried at all. But if it is going to everyone, then you should be worried. If your video gets 100 views, don't stress, no one's seen it. If it gets 100,000 views, then you should be worrying. So don't let that stop you from creating content. Finding new tracks, following artists, following local guys. I find that's where I thrive a lot, because I love the local scene. I love playing locals music. New music will always keep you inspired. Don't get stuck on, of course, throwback tracks, always good, but new music and seeing where the scene's going is always a great direction. Well, the dream festivals, obviously, Pitch and Beyond the Valley. They're the 2 main ones. It's like the end goal for me, but I've pretty much played every venue in Melbourne that I would like to, so that would be the next step. I think AI runs kind of parallel to me. It doesn't really cross over too much. I can see how it definitely affects actual artists who make designs and album covers and stuff like that, with more people using kind of AI to generate artwork. Kind of scary how AI can produce tracks as well. It's hard to say whether it will be exactly replicated with emotions and human interaction on a song, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Get down to clubs. There's a lot of DJs nowadays, so sending messages on Instagram is not as effective as it was beforehand. Unless you're a producer and you've made some banging tracks, you gotta set yourself apart, you gotta come down, you gotta speak to the promoters and the bookers, and that's how you will make it. I'm Panic. Thank you so much for watching my Club Moon Media interview.